Hello, my name is Jason. I'm a social worker and founder of the Social Work Action Group. I'm here with Hassan Koroma, who's going to introduce himself.
Yeah, my name is Hassan Koroma. As Jesse has mentioned, I'm a social worker in Sierra Leone, the founder of Social Workers Sierra Leone.
And I have the really special privilege to be in Freetown for a month. And what we're going to do in this little video is just understand a little bit better about the work that is being done here by Social Workers Sierra Leone. So we're going to ask Hassan a few questions and we'll find out a little bit more about what's happening here in Freetown. So Hassan, when did you start Social Workers Sierra Leone?
It's way back in 2012, after graduating, when I finished my diploma course in social work. At that time, the perception was really not encouraging about social work. It was considered as not a profession, it's not fit for employable. So basically, it was not something that was, even social workers themselves were not comfortable enough to recognize themselves as social workers because of the public perception. So that picture, that kind of ugly situation inspired me to actually surrender myself to champion social work and see how best I can give it a facelift as a profession in the country.
Yeah. And what would you like to tell us about your journey over the past 10 years with Social Workers Sierra Leone? What's it been like?
So, it has been very interesting, though it's been also very daunting as well, because, as a country that didn't recognize social work, it's very new. We don't have the systems to support social workers. So I've looked into that as both as a weakness, but also see it as a strength. How I can be able, to sell the profession by one, trying first of all to network with social workers around the world. This is how I also keep in contact with you. So I was very much interested about how social work is happening in other countries, especially the UK, the US, and see the beauty parts of social work from that context. Actually spur my heart to see that this is something I need to do. So I position the mission of Social Workers Sierra Leone, in two aspects. One, in terms of supporting social workers, in terms of capacity building, so that myself can also become more grounded in social work. So that was one aspect in terms of how do we keep our state ourselves, doing online networking with high-profile social workers. My interest is to tap into their experience, social workers in Sierra Leone who studied in the UK or US, trying to, get network with them, and when they come in the country to do training, experts who are working for NGOs. So that was the one part of the mission. And then the other mission is how do we provide social work services for Sierra Leoneans, people who are living in the country who are in need of social work services. So we are doing this voluntarily, at community level, at individual level, at group level.
Yeah. So
this is how Social Workers Sierra Leone actually surface.
Brilliant, okay. And where is your inspiration or what is your motivation for social work?
It's considered in two ways. One is has to also do with my own personal experience, going on from, I was born in a very big family, extended family, so I'm the only child from my mom with 5 stepmoms, and I have 23 siblings, and I was not growing up with my mom. I was raised by my stepmom. So it has the two sides, but the most pleasant side and the other side of unpleasant, which also again, at that time I see myself that I needed a social worker. Social worker should have been there for me to support me, and see that I can be able to have the support I need. But there was no social worker, so I had to be a social worker for myself. So all of that from that experience, and I see how social workers can make a difference in the children's life, not only children, but the entire humanity. But how, looking at the vulnerability of children, that at that situation where they're in a crisis, whether from family or community, the social worker can interface and help them to break through one of those challenges. That is what I miss. So missing that and exposing as a social worker itself as a strength for me, so that I can be able to help children who also are going through similar experiences as I've gone through, but there can be opportunity to have social workers who can help them. So that is how, first of all, I was so much inspired to see how I can bring in social work as a solution to children, youth, and the broader Sierra Leone context who are in crisis. But the other also part is also the me being myself as a social worker, and social work is not regarded as a profession. It's also getting motivation for me, to actually champion social work in this country, to see as a profession because of the relevance and the importance that we do in society.
Okay, and you touched upon some of the challenges there for social work here in Sierra Leone. What, from your perspective, are the biggest challenges for the social work profession here in Sierra Leone? What are the biggest hurdles that you come up against?
It's two things, but as a profession, you need relevant knowledge. Most of the knowledge that we acquire is from the West. And so our practice does not connect with the knowledge, because the knowledge is more of the Western knowledge, whilst the practice has to do with the Sierra Leonean lifestyle, Sierra Leonean culture, Sierra Leonean experience. So that is a challenge. But the most biggest part of the challenge is the systems. Social workers don't work with systems. When the systems is not there, then it's becoming we just went on today, serving homeless people. We're supposed to certify homeless people to services. But we have to do resource mobilization, we have to do facilitation, we have to do, also some aspect of therapy, which is a whole component of social work. But now, imagine if the systems are available, we can do just possibly do the referral systems, But now, when the referrals are not, when the systems are not available, we have to do the advocacy, we have to mobilize resources, we have to be everything to ensure that these people have the required support they need. So that is the most crucial aspect of social work in this country. The systems are not there where social workers can refer children for different services. Whether it be education, whether it could be health, whether it could be food, whatever. We don't have that in place. We have to figure it out. And most of the time, I have to do my social media campaigns, people chip in to support. So it's really affected me myself in terms of my efficiency, because I needed time to read. I needed time to do more research. I needed time to, so I don't have much time to do research. I don't have time to do more reading, because I think about the services of these people and how do I figure out the service for the people, because they need this so that they can feel the relevance of our profession. So that is always put us in more challenging.
Okay, and you told me about you have a vision to start an association for social work here, and can you tell us a little bit about that?
Obviously, a profession like this needs a very strong association that can serve as a voice for the profession. Can hold government accountable. Myself, I was able to do it alone. For sure. Just like other countries, how the association have been able to influence, to position the profession in their country, where at least they can have the necessary support from government and also raise the profile of the profession. That is also what we want to attract for Sierra Leone, to see that, when social workers who are employed in different institutions, they don't have no protections. They don't have people who actually go for them. But if you have interest, who can serve as an advocate for them, there's nothing for social workers in this country. So which we believe forming an association can serve as a solution to addressing social workers and the broader social work profession, where Sierra Leone can see social workers equally to lawyers, doctors, and other professionals as they hold high respect to the ISST.
Okay, yeah, because I think social workers in the UK perhaps may take for granted that we have some of those things that just don't exist here in terms of structures. So what would you want social workers in the UK and Ireland to know about social work here in Sierra Leone, and how can they help? How can they support?
Oh, well, the first thing is social work is a global profession. It's unique in diverse country, but it's a global profession because people are people all over the world. So on that regard, we're looking for like within the shortest area of media, we have learned so much from you in terms of your exposure, your experiences, and how social workers in the UK are handling things that can also be similar to Sierra Leone. So exchange of knowledge is very much vital to social work. Interface, exchange of ideas, it's really helped to actually put social workers on the map that yes, indeed, your coming has also increased the profile of social work in Sierra Leone, because Sierra Leone has seen that, it's not only social work in Sierra Leone, but no, social work is also in the UK. And I cannot talk, if I talk about social work in the UK, people will see like, who are you? You're here in Sierra Leone talking about social work in the UK, but you're coming here talking about how social work is done in the UK. People can also then see and recognize that yes, indeed, social work is a global profession. So we need that relationship between the UK, the area, and across other countries for us to have that professional family relationship where we can look at strength-based approach, where you think you can support us in terms of knowledge, in terms of resources, or whatever you think that you are more in better position compared to us. But also again, I believe when you're looking at migrations, you have people who are migrating more from Africa going to the West. So if you guys are coming, you can have more insights about Africans, which you can also be in a better position to help our fellow Africans in Ireland, in England, which can also then put you in a better position in terms of your practice.
Yeah.
So coming in can also help you guys, which can also then help us, and that is what we want social workers can see as it's a very diverse profession. So on that context, we're really looking forward for this kind of relationship, having more bridges coming to have this kind of relationship, really working together, and also again how they can also help us in terms of look at social work secretariat. We're trying with computers, we're trying with, we don't have camera, we don't have things that people can help in terms of donation to equip our office. These are things that we can really motivate us and inspire us to do what we love doing. So we are looking forward in terms of whatever support that in the UK that is not here in the UK, especially when it comes to technology, it comes to books, it comes to trainings. We can do even online. These are all things that we are interested in. So every aspect, like I said, is based on strength. That's what UK is more strength, that it can offer us to uplift, the social profession, which will really become valuable and also be important, not only for us but for the profession.
Yeah. Thank you, Hassan. It's been a pleasure to talk to you for this short video. I really encourage everyone at home to follow Social Workers Sierra Leone online and do whatever you can to help really get plugged into what's happening here in Sierra Leone. There's so much happening, it's very, very exciting. And we'll be releasing a GoFundMe page for World Social Work Day. Any little that you can contribute towards Social Workers Sierra Leone, I can vouch for the fact that it'll be well used. You heard Hassan talking about any resources, books, things like that. It'll be very well used. So thanks for listening to this video. Take care.